Velkommen, welcome to the stream. We are live here on Twitch.tv, and I am yours truly, Yogeto Rolls the Wolf 36. Happy Friday, happy Friday. It is our favorite day here in the fort. It is Mass Effect Friday. We're going to continue where we left off at before my computer just up and crashed on me. We had just started Mass Effect 2. We had recruited Garrus, and yeah, I was spending like a whole 2 hours scanning before I accidentally clicked initiate an anomaly mission. I'm like, let's just start the mission so I can at least do it. So here we are. And I just realized they switched out my
Get through my
lovely.
Then stay down. That one hit. Hey, jump.
I'm sorry, did it just ragdoll?
Loud and clear. I'm on it.
I'll have to get back my Mattock.
Firing concussive shot.
Oh, no, I didn't mean to do that.
Got it.
Concussive shot ready.
Incoming.
It's about to go off.
There we go. Oh well. This stuff happens. Let's look around for stuff. We still need to head to the Citadel, especially since Anderson wants to meet us. Maybe reinstating our Spectre stat as well. And we're also gonna head to Alcaria to reminisce on our dead crew and the SR-1. It feels like I have fur stuck in my eyelashes. I was cuddling the cats earlier. And they're both very happy kitties. But I think they're getting cuddlier now that they sense that winter is coming. Like, the county just up north of me, just above mine, was under a winter weather advisory last night. But we got no snow. Only up in the mountains above the valley. So it could be any day now that it comes
Commander,
out.
you've received a new message at your private terminal.
Alrighty, let's get back my Mattock real quick. There we go, that's what we wanted. And I'm just gonna quickly save. come back and scan the rest of these later. It'll just be me for tonight. Gold is playing with his sister. They're playing games together. Nate's playing Battlefield with another peep in the Discord server. If you want to join in on some of the random activities that they have going, join in on Discord. Come on in. I encourage it. I am still working on the HCS blog, but what happened was a lot of my day one stuff was just super bad. Like, super bad audio. Frames keep clipping. I'm still working on it. But I'm almost tempted to scrap the project. But I guess it doesn't have to be a long and fancy video. I remember my first vlog wasn't.
Commander Shepard, enter the password and receive a free gift. Please tell me your password, Commander Shepard.
Silence is golden.
Good to finally meet you, Commander Shepard. Kasumi Goto. I'm a fan.
Has Cerberus filled you in on the mission?
Honestly, I'm shocked they didn't come to see me sooner. My fault for being hard to find, I guess.
What's with the password and the sneaking around? Are you in trouble or something?
I'm the best thief in the business, not the most famous. Need to watch my step to keep it that way. I also needed to make sure all this was legit. And I have no doubts now. You're the real Commander Shepard.
What brought you to Cerberus?
That's a bit of a story. Short version, they were looking for me, so I trailed them to find out why. Turns out they were looking for someone to join you on an important mission, and were offering a serious signing bonus. I had a thing I needed help with, so I made them a deal. And here we are.
I assume this deal is something I should know about.
Yeah, I guess it slipped their minds. I'm looking for my old partner's gray box. A man named Donovan Hawk took it, and I'm planning to get it back.
Tell me about this former partner of yours.
His name was Keiji Okuda, the best hacker and entryman I've ever known. Unfortunately, he slipped up and made himself infamous. He stole something he shouldn't. He warned me it was bad, something that could spark interstellar war if it got out. That information got him killed.
What could he have found that's so bad?
He wouldn't say what it was, just that it was dangerous. He said if it got out, humanity would be in trouble. He encrypted it, wrapped it up in his own memories. To decode the information, you have to sift through all the time we spent together. Now those memories are all that's left of him.
I can understand why you'd want to get it back.
Getting it back will be easier with your help, Shepard.
What do you know about Donovan Hawk?
Mr. Hawk is a well-respected businessman. Arms dealer, murderer, generally not a great guy. His mansion's famous for being hard to crack, but I have a way in, and I think you're gonna love it.
I doubt Hawk's the kind of guy who takes kindly to people sneaking into his house.
I always expect trouble. That's why you're here.
I assume a gray box is some kind of hardware.
It's a neural implant. Illegal in most places. Stores memories, thoughts, secret codes, illicit information. This one in particular belonged to my partner, Keiji Okuda. We worked together for a long time, before Hawk killed him.
If that's what Cerberus promised you, we'll get it done.
It'll be fun. And if we're lucky, you won't even have to draw your gun. We should probably wrap this up. You look pretty silly standing there talking to an advertisement. See you on the ship, Shepard.
Kasumi Goto.
This recruit's a use a 20-kilo ferrous slug. Feel the weight. Every 5 seconds, the main gun of an Everest-class dreadnought accelerates 1 to 1.3% of light speed. It impacts with the force of a 38-kiloton bomb. That is 3 times the yield of the city buster dropped on Hiroshima back on Earth. That means Sir Isaac Newton is the deadliest son of a bitch in space. Now, Serviceman Burnside, what is Newton's first law?
Sir, an object in motion stays in motion, sir.
No credit for partial answers, maggot.
Sir, unless acted on by an outside force, sir.
Damn straight! I dare to assume you ignorant jackasses know that space is empty. Once you fire this hunk of metal, it keeps going till it hits something. That can be a ship, or the planet behind that ship. It might go off into deep space and hit somebody else in 10,000 years. If you pull the trigger on this, you are ruining someone's day, somewhere and sometime. That is why you check your damn targets. That is why you wait for the computer to give you a damn firing solution. That is why, Serviceman Chung, we do not eyeball it. This is a weapon of mass destruction. You are not a cowboy shooting from the hip.
Sir, yes, sir.
I figured y'all would enjoy that.
Can I help you, ma'am?
It's been a couple years since I passed through here. Security seems to have tightened a bit.
After the Geth attack, there was a review of security protocol. A few minor changes were made to reduce the risk of Geth infiltration. We apologize for the inconvenience.
You think a Geth would stand out?
Assumptions are dangerous. Be alert, be safe.
Thanks for your time.
Next.
Good old Citadel. I guess now they just have you just go to there. Oh, yeah.
Looks like they've tightened up security.
Shut it down. What? Do you seriously think? Yeah, okay. Sorry for the inconvenience, ma'am. Our scanners are picking up false readings. They seem to think you're dead.
I'm getting that everywhere. It's a pain in the ass. Who do I talk to about it?
Our station commander is just beyond the scanners. Out and to the right. He can reinstate your IDs.
You'll have to make him scream a little. He's not gonna tell you everything just 'cause you ask.
I know, sir.
If you don't have the stomach or you're worried about being reported, I can take care of it.
No, sir. I can handle it.
Yes?
Bailey!
I see the problem already, Commander Shepard. My console says you're dead.
You're not worried I'm some imposter claiming to be me?
We have the best screening equipment in the galaxy. Those scanners can sample DNA from skin flakes. Hell, if you have unregistered gene mods, they can even figure those out.
Your sergeant said you could help with that.
Usually you'd have to go through the station security administration to reactivate your IDs. Then to customs and immigration to regain access to the Citadel itself, and probably a stop by the Treasury. Spending a year dead is a popular tax dodge. But I can see you're a busy woman. So how about I just press this button right here, and we call it done?
That'd be great.
Done. You're good to go. You should head up to the Presidium, though. The Council would probably like to know that one of their lost Spectres is still kicking.
I will.
Screw the Council.
Having access to the Council and the Spectre's resources would be useful.
Yeah. The Council can get anything. Best thing about working CSEC is that any equipment, information, or money you need, you get. Anyway, something else you need? Or
Unless
can I
it's
get
touched
back
on
to
a
work?
Spectre. Then
I should be
everything
going.
a Spectre touches
You need
is
anything else,
classified.
let me know.
First, let's head up.
I heard that those lakes up on the Presidium are filled with fish.
No, they're not.
You ever been up there?
No. CSEC won't let me. They say I'm a risk.
They think every Krogan is dangerous.
Damn Turians. Should kill them.
I wonder why. There's the Presidia.
This meeting would be more productive if Udina was to join us.
My advisor
is unavailable. As counselor, I represent the voice of humanity and the Alliance. Shepard will be here and... Oh, Commander. We were just talking about you.
It's been a long time, Anderson. I hope the last couple years have treated you right.
There have been some rough spots. It's good to have you back.
We've heard many rumors surrounding your unexpected return. Some of them are unsettling.
We called this meeting so you could explain your actions, Shepard. We owe you that much. After all, you saved our lives in the battle against Saren and his Geth.
You owe us everything, dog.
The Collectors are abducting human colonists in the Terminus systems. Worse, we think they're working for the Reapers.
The Terminus systems are beyond our jurisdiction. Your colonists knew this when they left Council space.
You're missing the important part, Counselor. The Reapers are involved.
Ah yes, Reapers. The immortal race of sentient starships allegedly waiting in dark space. We have dismissed that claim.
Shepard, no one else encountered the hologram on Ilos that told you the truth about the Reapers. Only you and your crew ever spoke with Sovereign. I believe you. But without evidence from another source, the others think Saren was behind the Geth attacks.
Saren was an organic. The Geth would never accept him as their leader. They only followed him because he was Sovereign's agent.
Saren was a compelling and charismatic individual. He convinced the Geth the Reapers were real, just as he convinced you.
It was part of his plan to attack the Citadel. The Reapers are just a myth, one you insist on perpetuating.
We believe that you believe it, but that doesn't make it true.
Oh my gosh.
Go back to Ilos and talk to Vigil. Or just look at what's left of Sovereign. It's obvious the technology is more advanced than ours.
The hologram on Ilos is no longer functional, and we have found nothing to suggest that Sovereign was not a Geth creation.
The Geth are capable of remarkable technological achievements. This is probably why Saren recruited them.
This Reaper theory proves just how fragile your mental state is. You have been manipulated. By Cerberus, and before them, by Saren.
I kept Saren from conquering the Citadel. I sacrificed human lives to save this council.
We are in a difficult position, Shepard. You are working for Cerberus, an avowed enemy of the Council. This is treason, a capital offense.
That's too far. Shepard is a hero. I'm on this council too, and I won't let this whitewash continue.
Maybe there is a compromise. Not a public acknowledgement given your ties, but something to show peripheral support.
Shepard, if you keep a low profile and restrict your operations to the Terminus systems, the Council is willing to offer you reinstatement as a Spectre.
What does that mean? Will I need to start filing reports?
That won't be necessary. This is a show of good faith on our part.
We cannot become involved in an investigation regarding the missing colonies in the Terminus systems. But Spectre reinstatement shows our support of you personally.
I accept your offer.
Good luck with your investigation, Shepard. We hope for a quick resolution and a quick end to your relationship with Cerberus.
Well, that went better than expected. You realize the Council's offer is just symbolic. They won't actually do anything.
Even if they don't help, I might as well stay on good terms.
True enough. Don't worry about the Council or the Alliance. I'll find some way to keep them off your back. Shouldn't be too hard. As long as you keep to the Terminus systems.
Anderson, we need to talk about... Shepard. What are you doing here?
Stop by to see how Anderson was doing.
You don't have to cover for me. I invited Shepard here to speak with the Council. We just finished our meeting.
What? Consular, do the words political shitstorm mean anything to you?
The Council reinstated my Spectre status. They're just happy I'm staying out in the Terminus systems.
Yes, I could see how that arrangement works best for both sides. But you really shouldn't have taken a step like this without consulting with me first, Consular.
I don't answer to you, Udina. Why don't you go to your office and think about that for a while?
Of course, Consular. Good day to both of you.
Sorry about that. Udina's never gotten over the fact that I got the Council position instead of him. Sometimes I need to put him in his place.
What do you keep him around for?
He's got his uses. And if you want something done on the Citadel, he knows who can make it happen. Plus, he's always happy to attend all those formal diplomatic functions I can't be bothered with.
How've the last couple years treated you?
Serving on the Council isn't how I plan to spend my twilight years. Sometimes it feels like I'm just beating my head against a wall. Knowing the truth about Sovereign is brutal. It's nightmare stuff. I can't blame others for not wanting to believe it, but I know how important it is. So I keep trying. Fighting the good fight, right?
Forget Udina and the Council. Join my crew and help me stop the Collectors.
I'm too old to go racing across the galaxy. Much as I complain, I've got an important job to do here. The front line. That's got to be yours.
How long did it take to get this place back up to speed after the battle?
Still counting. The main areas of commerce and the most populated wards are complete. But estimates for total restoration are sitting around 5 years. The Keepers always surprise us, though. It's like our repairs are annoying. We'll put up an ugly new bulkhead, and in a few days, they've made it seamless. We never really thought of them as heavy lifters, and I have no idea where they get the resources. But we'd never get done without them.
We know the truth about the Keepers, though.
I'm surprised no one can tell Sovereign isn't Geth technology. Didn't they examine the wreckage?
We don't have much to look at. Pieces have been rained all over the station. It was chaos, with who knows how many species combing the wards for their dead. We secured as much of it as we could. But between the Keepers and a whole lot of unauthorized salvage, there's no way to account for even half of that thing. Another reason why they don't want to acknowledge what Sovereign was.
Last I knew, we were still fighting holdouts.
Here and there. But they are increasingly disorganized. It's long since stopped being called a war. More like cleanup. Not that you can ever discount them. But we haven't had serious casualties for months. A civilian ship will spot an enclave and we send in a squad to clear it. They're not quite the boogeymen they used to be.
I better go.
Of course, Shepard, I understand. I wish I could do more to help you. But if you ever want to talk, I'll be here. Just do me a favor and be careful. You can't trust Cerberus.
No, we can't. But Anderson's always good to us, and so today, where did Zayi go? Hey guys. Let's head back to the wards. We don't interact with her until later because it's more satisfying when we have Tali. That's not how you say it, but I love it.
You ever had ramen? It's a delicacy back on Earth.
To pronounce it, it's a irashaimase.
What can I get you? The meat isn't fresh out here, but you won't find any better dried seaweed on the station. We have 6 kinds of beer on tap. We don't have a karaoke machine anymore. You do not want to hear drunk Elcor sing.
I'm curious now. I want to know what a drunk Elcor sounds like now. Just to satiate that curiosity.
Welcome to Sarenus Applications. Can I interest you? Ah, Shepard!
Do I know you?
No, but I know you. Even a senile Hanar would remember the human who fought off the Geth. I thought you were dead.
Yeah, I've been getting that a lot.
Please, look around the store. It's a pleasure to have you here.
You know, I use quite a bit of software in my line of work.
It's a shame so few understand their own equipment. Besides the most obvious point-and-go nav interfaces, anyway.
You wouldn't believe how often I hear, "Why is the ship turning around? We're only halfway there."
Oh, I would.
You know, I like your products. Any interest in an endorsement from the human who defeated Saren?
I'd be thrilled. But I don't think I could afford to pay you for it.
Don't worry about it. What if we just work out a discount?
Absolutely. Just speak into my console here.
I'm Commander Shepard, and this is my favorite store in the Citadel.
That will be splendid. I can edit that and have it working right away. Thank you so much. Ah, my favorite customer. What can I get you?
I'd like to buy something.
Oh, it's all automated these days. There's a catalog interface over there.
Thanks for your time.
I'll be here if you need anything.
I need more credits, right? Because I've wasted all my credits just scanning.
What do you think, Michael? Maybe the immunobooster? It's supposed to help with alien bacteria.
We can get whatever you'd like for little Jake, Rebecca.
Wait, the immunobooster can delay muscle development in high-gravity environments. What if that hurts him?
Oh, it's them.
Good day, citizen. Welcome to the Certa Foundation outlet on Zakera Ward.
Give me a discount.
I couldn't help but notice your prices. They seem a bit steep.
With respect, the Foundation is not concerned with profits. A portion of our sales funds research to cure genetic diseases.
You know, it would make your services more popular. An endorsement from the woman who defeated Saren.
Oh my! You're Shepard, aren't you? I would be glad to give you my employee discount if you would do that for us.
It's a deal.
Just speak into my console here.
I'm Commander Shepard, and this is my favorite store on the Citadel.
I'll work it into our advertising at once. Thank you.
I can't really buy any. Oh, and again.
I can use
capacity.
The nerve enhancements say that there are occasional motor control side effects. Jake loves to run. What if it makes him fall down?
Jake is fine, Rebecca. He's a perfectly healthy toddler.
I'm no mother. Not yet, at least. But please just let the kid develop naturally. I'm gonna have to come back. Let's come back after we do another mission. That's the hard thing is when you scan for resources to get upgrades, it drains your credits so fast because you have to buy fuel and you have to buy probes. Like, come on.
Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal.
Samish Bloktia. We always take care of our boy Garrus. One of my favorite things I read in the fic was calling him a Gare Bear. Good old Gare Bear. Firewalker. Yeah, we'll do the people in the Enigma ones. Is this the urge to scan? Is this the urge to scan? Y'all missed it though. Nay was talking about some World War II history though. He says he's not as well versed in World War I history. But I think that will just come from time and finding the right source material from. But then again, any source, any stories,
Probe away.
you can find hell. So when you think about it, anything published that talks about that time period during that time period is still history.
Probe launched.
Like, at least for my generation, y'all remember the Tommy DePaula books?
Probe away.
Like, basically where he publishes the things he wrote in his diary during wartime. And when he was growing up in the 1940s, he did pass away in like the last 5 years, which made me sad. I remember my mom gave me a funny look like, who is that guy? I don't remember. I'm like, what?
Launching probe.
We read his books when I was like 7.
Probe away.
I remember the I'm Still Scared book, where he would first hear President Roosevelt, I believe, ask Congress to go to war on the radio. And then the book Why, which is, I believe, later during wartime, where his cousin, one of his favorite cousins, who I guess was drafted to in the Air Force to fly, his plane was shot down and he was killed. And I just remember the final line of the book where he said, "Why did Blackie have to die? Why?" I think that he had if I remember right, according to the book, he had that nickname because of his darker hair. Tommy DePaola's family is from Italy, or they're mostly Italian descent. It also does shine some light on prejudices during war. He was bullied for having an Italian last name. He was called an enemy.
Launching probe.
When you think about it, Christians are that kind of war every day with the rest of the world. Feels lonely, but you're never alone.
Probe launched.
I want to find all those books again. All those Tommy DePaola books. Have them for my kids. I remember he also did tap dancing. Wanted to grow up to be an artist, to which he actually was. Older brother Buddy, younger sister Maureen. Hated arithmetic. And I believe they were Catholic.
Probe away.
I remember another book where he talks about his great-grandmother, Nana, I think they called her, where she was so old she couldn't stand up, so they had to tie her to a chair.
Probe away.
I think she was about the same age as Nana is now, if not Nana is older.
Launching probe.
Nana was 92. Nana currently is 94. And I think she's still asking herself a question of how she's still kicking, but I guess it's not her time yet.
Probe launched.
Wow. The clouds cleared and now there's just nothing but blue sky. It was just cloudy most of the day, low clouds, cold, a lot of moisture.
Anomaly detected.
I almost wondered if it was gonna snow today.
Probe away. Scans have found something.
I think in the end, though, I might be forced to scan here. Sure.
I don't think the ship is safe. We've run into the Geth far too often. I'm going to stay at the next site with Dr. Aloy. I think we'll be safer there.
Oops. And for those wondering about the tale of what happened to Keiji Okuda, I believe they made a comic through Dark Horse Comics explaining what happened. I'll have to pull it up because I only have the I have the two volumes of completes. I have the Mass Effect Andromeda comic. I have Homeworld and I have Evolutions.
Systems online. Welcome to the M44 Hammerhead Infantry Fighting Vehicle. This is your onboard VI. Mission objectives located. Acquired. Would you look at caution? Guided missile system active.
I don't know why it just has to just kind of spasm out of
Obstruction detected.
But I love the cannon. There we go. I did say at the start of the week that I wasn't going to be live as much this week because aside from trying to get through Borderlands 3 and Mass Effect 2 that I would be job searching, and I can honestly say that I think job searching is kind of going pretty mid. I have been applying for more work. I've been working so hard, but some part of me always wonders if it's going to be enough. So I do apply, but the problem is they'll just ghost you. But I'm applying, I am reaching out. You know what, I call that a win. 'Cause it's better to just do something than to not do nothing. But I'll keep trying. I'll keep working hard. But maybe that's also my cue to build up Twitch, YouTube. I learned all that I can and apply it. And what better way is there than the Rosal 36 brand? Oh, I never noticed that. I never noticed that there's a gauge for the booster on the actual hovers. Do anything with you?
How is our newest Turian crew member doing? His injuries looked painful.
He's been through a lot, not just physically.
True. Anyway, how may I help you, Commander?
Is there anything I should know?
Nothing right now. Anything else, Commander?
That'll be all.
Yes, Commander. Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal.
Yeah, but I got to it before you could tell me. Wait, I need more probes. I am definitely one of those, I guess, very, very few people that disagrees with the notion that Mass Effect 2 is the best in this franchise. I wholeheartedly disagree with that. And it is no secret among y'all as well as my group of friends that Mass Effect 2 I despise. And I fail to understand what makes it some of their favorites. I've heard some people say it's the music. I've heard some people say it's the romances. But like, if that's what makes this game great for you, sure, that's the 80-20 principle. You focus on the 20% and not the rest. But in actuality, there's just a lot wrong with this game.
Launching probe.
And it all starts with how they start this game.
Probe away.
But as I reflect on it, it really brings more of Vigil's words to Light about how Saren was certainly not the first Reaper agent to be indoctrinated. And for anyone that may have read the Evolution comic, you would know that the Elusive Man came in contact, like physical contact, with a Reaper artifact. So in that case, he was also indoctrinated, but probably longer.
Probe away.
So it's possible that he may be another Reaper agent.
Launching
but
probe.
But he was not around a Reaper like that.
Probe away.
He hasn't had any contact with a Reaper whatsoever. Not until I'd say either just during the events of Mass Effect 2 or just before, or during the course of Mass Effect 3.
Probe away.
But I suspect he had been collecting Reaper artifacts long before then. So it kind of really does bring into light that maybe the Elusive Man, or Jack Harper, is a Reaper has been a Reaper agent for about as long as Saren has been an agent for Sovereign. Because remember, Saren never came in contact with the Arkham Monolith during the Temple of Paladin incident and during the Curse of the First Contact War. Only like his brother has, and a handful of Turians who are converted. Things called Metaturians. And when you think about it, Desolace and Jack Harper use the same language. Turian superiority, human superiority, evolution. So then how was it that both Saren and the Elusive Man would fall for the same trap when you think about it? But Saren would fall for it a completely different way. He would acknowledge the Reapers for what they were and realize this was a serious situation. So instead he would just submit to them. Synthesize with them, if you will. While Desolace and the Elusive Man were bent on total control. Am I yawning? I did just get over like a 24-hour cold.
Launching probe.
When the temperatures just dropped yesterday, like my whole body just shifted. But yeah, I guess it makes me appreciate that narrative a bit more. But that only makes me appreciate the narrative of Jack Harper as a Reaper agent more in Game 3 rather than Game 2. Because I went off on a tangent aside from my point about how I'm just one of those very few that disagrees that this game is the best of the franchise. Y'all can fight me on it.
Probe launched.
Like sure, human colonies out in the Terminus, they're being abducted, hundreds of thousands are gone. Vanished without a trace, no signs of battle.
Probe launched.
Why? But I would be inclined to disagree that
probe launched.
It's a subtle way for the Reapers to harvest humanity to form a larger Reaper. Because the way it should have been, like if that were the case, then the Reapers should have started their invasion in Mass Effect 2.
Probe launched.
And then you go from there. You can stop them, or at least their agents, from causing human colonies to be abducted. Like that. And then maybe you destroy a Reaper facility or something beyond the Omega 4 relay. But the Collectors just seem like a filler. Like a narrative filler. Like, I just don't get it.
Probe away.
I know Gold will probably fight me on this.
Launching probe.
That he thinks that they're a good tool to have, but they're just there. They die in the end. the game anyways, so what's the point? Let me get more pros and fuel, and then we're gonna go, I guess, do Zaid's loyalty
Fuel
mission
reserves
real
at
quick.
50%.
And we're gonna get a mountain of credits from there. Then we'll head to Olkaria. Because for recruitment and loyalty missions, you get a lot more than whatever anomalies you find. Zoria. They do this. Okay.
Tapping into Blue Sun's communications. Stay tight and look out for ambushes.
Squad Bravo, a shuttle landed near your location. Check it out.
Here we go. Keep close. Shot in the back and left to rot. That's definitely Vito's style. Let's push ahead.
Bye, Jack.
Command to Bravo, take a position. Likely these people are not runaways.
I didn't know you could shoot them.
Report to base. Armed intruders incoming at the southern checkpoint. Ha!
Una más. ¿Dónde está? ¿Dónde está? I don't know, I don't speak Spanish.
Reinforcements incoming.
I just speak Swedish. Ow. Guys, do you seriously walk in?
Concussive shot ready.
Heads up!
Nailed it! I just realized my Discord is still muted. Boom. Need to remember to save.
This is Commander Santiago. If any of you retreat while the intruders are still alive, I'll kill you myself. Now get the hell back out there!
Vito. Sounds like he hasn't changed.
Sounds like he needs to get shot.
Glad to see you and I agree. I knew he was a sadistic bastard back when we started the Blue Suns. The Suns only got meaner after he staged his little coup 20 years ago. So yeah, we have a past.
Why didn't anyone tell me you founded the Blue Suns?
Because it's not common knowledge. Vito wiped me out of the records. He ran the books, I led the men. Worked real well for a while. Then Vito decided to start hiring Batarians. Cheaper labor, he said. Goddamn terrorists, I said.
20 years is a long time to hold a grudge.
A grudge? Vito turned my men against me. He paid 6 of them to restrain me while he put a gun to my head and pulled the trigger. For 20 years, I've seen that bastard every time I closed my eyes. Every time I sighted down on a target. Every time I heard a gunshot. Don't you call that a goddamn grudge?
You survived a gunshot to the head?
Yeah. And you survived your ship getting disintegrated. A stubborn enough person can survive just about anything. Rage is a hell of an anesthetic.
We better get moving.
That is called adrenaline.
They're at the southern axis. All squads mass at the gatehouse. Now!
They know we're here. Bring it on, you son of a bitch!
And another reason why I keep a language thing, but I enjoy this game.
Squad Charlie, Delta, mass at the gatehouse.
One thing I will say is stay tuned for our End 7-day stream. Since End 7 Day will be on a Monday, we are not going to be having our Vault Hunter Monday Borderlands stream. We will be instead playing Mass Effect that day.
Zaid Masani, you finally tracked me down.
Vito.
Don't be stupid, Zaid. I have a whole company of bloodthirsty bastards behind me, ready to kill or be killed on my command. Actually, take your shot. Give my men a reason to put you down like the mad dog you are. Again. What was that? Gone nearsighted, old friend.
Burn, you son of a bitch.
You just signed your death warrant, Masani.
What the hell are you doing?
Opening the gate.
Next time you're gonna blow something up, I want to know about it first.
Vito was confident. Had a lot of men. Now he's lost the home field advantage. If we keep up the pressure, no way he's getting out of here alive.
This isn't the time. We'll discuss this later.
Once Vito's dead, we can discuss anything you want.
Hello, sons.
And stay down.
Refine Palladium.
Help! We're trapped! We can't get to the gas valves to shut them off! The whole place is gonna blow!
No time. Vito's probably halfway to the shuttle docks by now.
Vito's wounded. How fast can he be?
Vito's smart. We stopped to help these people, and he'll use this time to get away. And if he gets away, I'm blaming you.
Let's get moving before Vito gets away.
Glad you see it my way.
I don't like selecting that option, but
Help! No!
loyalty is a life or death situation for our crewmates here at Mass Effect 2.
Firing concussive shot!
Oh yeah, I do have heavy concussive.
Scratch one.
Firing an impact shot! Watch where you're shooting!
Please take
Scratch
out the
one.
pyro.
looks interesting.
Okay, that was actually kind of cool.
Vito! Stop hiding behind these men and come fight me!
Ooh.
Firing a high-impact shot.
Still no bullets yet.
Taking position.
Enemies on our right!
I just reacted there. I didn't think. Gosh, where are the thermal clips? I need thermal clips.
I'll bring this place down around you. You should have died when I shot you the first time. I don't care who you brought with you, I'll kill you all. You think I won't post my men to kill you?
Here they come.
Say your goddamn prayers, Masani.
This'll put them down.
One less to worry about.
I'll take you out with me.
This should slow him down.
Firing an impact shot. That fuel tank's coming loose. Shoot it! Bring it down on top of them. That's it. Shoot it down.
Hostile! Yes!
Ha, ha.
Gonna blow!
Here we go.
Affirmative. Affirmative.
Okay, there we go. I apologize if I'm just sniffling a little bit. Like I said, I'm still just trying to get over my 24-hour cold. And I still need to scrub my humidifier, but my sink is still full and I'm still cycling dishes. I just need to make sure I find the baking soda and the vinegar because that's the easiest way for me to scrub off the salt scum on my humidifier. Thankfully, I ordered enough filters for my humidifier, but I think it is very probable that I am not. Well, I don't want to be certain of anything just yet. I'm doing my best to stay open. It's just amazing how isolating you can feel in a place like Salt Lake City, Utah, in the winter of all times. Alrighty, well, this place, I'm gonna close windows real quick.
Zaid, please. You know it was nothing personal, just business, I swear. It was 20 years ago. Look at you. I did you a favor. Zaid, please. I'm gonna die here, man. Do something.
Try, you son of a bitch.
We actually got revenge. I guess we should talk to Zaid. Mass Effect 2. I remember the first time I streamed Mass Effect 2. For a while I did something called Scanning in Stories, where I would put together this script and I would just use that script and just talk as I scan planets, just as a way to hopefully take away the time.
Hell of a mission down there on Zoria. I appreciate what you did down there. Might not seem like it, but you did the right thing. Killing Vito solves a lot of problems, and not just my own. Get a knife stuck in the right way, and you can pull that plate right off a Krogan's head. It's the best way to get a Krogan to talk. The threat of it drives them mad. I should let you go. Talk more later, Shepard.
Yeah, I believe Zaid Masani's voice actor passed in 2014.
People are talking out there, and I hear it all. Zaid's strolling around like he owns the place, but he seems a little confused. 20 years of seeking revenge, and now it's over. We usually travel hidden away in cargo bays. It's nice to be able to look out a window for a change. Mess Sergeant Gardner might just be an evil genius. Emphasis on the evil. People think he's a bad cook on purpose, like he's trying to teach them a lesson. I think his ramen is okay, but it's really hard to ruin ramen. Come back later. I'm sure I'll have more to talk about. That painting has a special place in my heart. An art collector hired me to steal it. When I got there, The painting was gone. On the way out, I saw it being hauled off by another thief. I chased him down, tackled him, and took the painting. That's how KG and I met. We never did turn it into our employers. The red rose. That used to be my calling card when I first started out. In place of whatever I took, I left a single red rose. It wasn't until I met KG that I realized how silly it was. He had a way of making you realize when you were just being sentimental. I stole that on a dare, believe it or not. There was a big museum show coming to Ilium. Artifacts from Earth going on tour. Very high security. KG dared me to steal this. So I broke in, hacked the security, put a few guards to sleep, and replaced the piece with a worthless duplicate. They never knew the difference. My first museum job. Nowhere near the last. That's my favorite piece. Painted for me by a child prodigy from Elysium. She was the cutest thing. She was kidnapped by slavers who hoped to sell her on Omega. I wasn't about to let that happen. I set up an idea as a buyer's rep to get a special tour of the slaver's vessel. Once aboard, I freed the girl and smuggled her off the ship. She painted that for me on the way home. I'll never forget how it felt to watch her work. Don't laugh, I like those books. Romance novels, crime novels, the classics. There's something about the feel of actual paper in your hands, their musty smell. It's relaxing. KG used to find books for me while on the job. Some of these are more valuable than the objects he was hired to steal.
Never ever discount real paper books. Remember, right? Garrett says nothing new. New credit story out. Oh, why?
Commander, what can I do for you?
Do you have a minute, Miranda?
Of course. I'm just finishing an operation report. I'm impressed, Shepard. So far things have gone exceptionally well. As Cerberus operations go, this is one of the best I've been a part of.
Maybe that's because this isn't a Cerberus operation.
Not to you, maybe. But I report directly to the Elusive Man. And I'm here because he wants me to be. Cerberus gave you a second chance, Commander. Maybe you should do the same for us.
What did Cerberus do that made you so loyal?
I suppose you deserve to know. Do you remember when I told you how I was genetically altered? Well, that wasn't my choice. My father created me. He's a very influential man and extremely controlling. He didn't want a daughter. He wanted a dynasty. I ran away as soon as I was old and brave enough. I went to Cerberus because I knew they could protect me.
How bad were the terms you and your father parted on?
Shots were fired.
You seem capable of defending yourself. Why did you need Cerberus?
My father invested a great deal in his dynasty. It wasn't a matter of just leaving. I knew he would continue to pursue his investments.
I assume that Cerberus approves of your enhanced abilities?
Of course. Cerberus fully endorses anything that advances the cause of humanity. Genetic alterations included. But unlike my father and his own selfish reasons, Cerberus and the Elusive Man believe in a greater good. They see the bigger picture. And I feel like I have a purpose here.
Talk about yourself like you're just a tool to be used by your father, by Cerberus.
Maybe. I like to know where I fit in the world. It helps me find meaning in how I was created.
You are who you are, Miranda. You don't need to make excuses for it.
That's easy for you to say. We've both been engineered for greatness, Shepard. The difference is you were great before we rebuilt you. I'm great because of it.
Your spirit and personality are what make you great. It's what makes anyone great.
That's kind of you. I'm not sure I believe you, but thanks for saying it.
You told me a lot about your father. What happened to your mother?
I never had one. Most of my genetic material is based on my father's tissue. His Y chromosome was altered with an amalgam of desired traits from various sources. How arrogant can you be? The man is completely egomaniacal. Just another reason I had to get away from him.
Talk about yourself like you're just a tool.
I didn't mean to do that
to be used by your father, by Cerberus.
Maybe. I like to know where I fit in the world. It helps me find meaning in how I was created.
You are who you are, Miranda. You don't need to make excuses for it.
That's easy for you to say. We've both been engineered for greatness, Shepard. The The difference is you were great before we rebuilt you. I'm great because of it.
Who exactly is your father?
A businessman, but a very wealthy one. It's ironic. My father believed deeply in a human-positive agenda. He donated generously to Cerberus before I joined them. That's how I first heard about Cerberus, through my father's connections.
Thanks for your time, Miranda. I'll talk to you later.
Anytime, Commander.
If I remember right, Garrus doesn't really have anything for you until
Did you hear?
after
Another colony
Horizon.
went missing. Ferris Fields.
Ferris Fields. Didn't Hadley have a brother stationed there?
Yeah, he's taking it pretty hard.
Remember right,
Shepard,
he won't talk to
need me
about
for
anything
something?
else.
Have you got a minute?
Can it wait for a bit? I'm in the middle of some calibrations.
Talk to you later, Garrus.
I'll be here if you need me.
Yeah, like, he won't talk to us until, I believe, after Horizon, which is when we get his loyalty mission. After Horizon? No. Yes? No. Not until after the first collector ship. And I can't fix the scars on my face until I get Morden.
No messages for you, Commander.
So many obstacles in this game, man. Where are you, Jacob?
Commander, there hasn't been time to really settle in and take stock. I want to say that working with you is a great opportunity to do something that matters. It's a privilege to serve on the Normandy, Commander.
You may change your tune if we end up like the original Normandy.
Maybe. As long as the elusive man walks his talk, and you do the same, I'll do my best to make sure we succeed. That's been the condition for my service so far. I have issues with certain actions Cerberus has taken in the past.
What has Cerberus done to make you nervous?
A lot. They've been called terrorists, and with good reason. Doubt you can find a more checkered past. But if the Collector threat is real, and we do something about it, Cerberus will be remembered differently. Or we'll all be tried and executed. Can't count on people thinking about it as hard as I have.
It's good to hear a clear opinion. Sounds like we're two of a kind.
That honors me more than you, Commander. Let me know if you need anything.
And then we have to talk with him.
Commander, can I help you with something?
I'm more interested in just talking for a bit.
Already? I'm not big on forcing these talks, Shepard. Let's do this later.
We'll talk later.
Commander.
Right, I delayed talking with him. Right, we have to recruit 2 people after Horizon. Or do
No
2
messages for you,
missions after
Commander.
Horizon, and then we go to the collector ship. And then after that, we have all the time in the world before we go after the Reaper IFF. And the Reaper IFF starts a timer. And it puts you pretty much in a snowball to the end of the game. And how the end of the game turns out depends on how much time you take. I will say, like, that was a very interesting mechanic that you can permanently kill off someone here, too. And that affects the outcome of what happens in Mass Effect 3.
Probe away.
So if you don't do loyalties, your crewmates that you recruit are going to die.
Probe away.
And if you don't upgrade your ship, you are going to die.
Launching probe.
And if everybody dies except Joker, then that's it. The Reapers have already won. You can't
Probe
import
away.
that save in a Mass Effect 3 unless you redo everything. And this time, and taking the time to actually do it right, which is so long.
Launching probe. Probe away.
Like, to be truthful, the way I view Mass Effect 2 is
Launching probe.
it's just a bunch of different mechanics and no story. Like, Like, I will say in comparison to Halo 2, Halo 2 did a good job of connecting everything from the beginning to Halo 3 when you finish the fight.
Probe away.
I will say though, the brutes were probably just thrown in as an afterthought, but we only knew so much about the Covenant. Because when they started the game, they pretty much did a Star Wars on it, if you will. They started you kind of in the middle of it.
Launching probe.
And Halo 2 was just kind of near the end of it, where we get introduced to the brutes and this growing resentment between the Jirahine and the Sangheili.
Probe away. Probe away.
But I could spend the rest of my days just analyzing narrative and tell you how it connects, how it doesn't connect. Like, I'm not... I would never survive in an English major just because they're too focused on having you identify symbols forcibly. Almost like a common high school or middle school level English class.
Probe launched.
Where they have you analyze classic literature and identify symbols from there and type stuff.
Probe launched.
Writing stories is an art form that can be commentary on society or the imagining or making someone's imagination tangible. Something that can be put down and others can peer into their imagination with them. I think I've only read through 2 or 3 of the Halo novels, and I'm trying my best to read through more of them. I do want to get paper copies of them. I know Nate would want to.
Probe away.
I mean, with Mass Effect, I still have to read through more of them. Mostly because, like, Revelation was great. I started reading through the second one, and I just couldn't get past it. But honestly, I'm comfortable with blaming EA on this because EA bought BioWare around the time Mass Effect 2 was in production.
Launching probe. Launching probe.
So Mass Effect 3 was good. You have to remember that its predecessor sets up the precedent of how a game is going to go. Like Gears 2 from Gears 1. Or, or all the Final Fantasy games, for instance, too. Because the foundation you lay will inadvertently dictate how the next part of the journey or next part of the tale goes. And I learned that a long time ago from when I wrote my stories. What's up with JC?
Probe away. Launching probe.
Okay, JC needs some help with LinkedIn, so I'll probably have to do that later. Or do it tomorrow.
Probe away.
You can even take it in the context of movies. Like, think about how The Empire Strikes Back was influenced by
Probe launched.
A New Hope, for instance. or all those classic Disney movies we love so much, like Toy Story, Toy Story 2, Toy Story 3, etc. And I will say that I love Toy Story 2 the best. Wait, did I? Oh, I missed something here. Doesn't matter to me. No. Toy Story 2 will always be my favorite of the Toy Story films. And then there's all the Disney princess movies with their sequels. And their pre-sequels, as I'm gonna call them now, thanks to Borderlands and the pre-sequel.
Launching probe.
Beauty and the Beast was good. Beauty and the Beast 2, the Christmas one special, was awesome.
Probe
I
away.
haven't seen Beauty and the Beast 3 though. But, like, I don't mind the scene.
Probe launched. Probe away. Probe away.
What will likely happen on N7 day is I'm probably going to do a 2-3 hour stream. Maybe 4, just because I don't have anything on Tuesdays. We're going to have calamari gumbo. My Sergeant Gardner's fried calamari gumbo, like I found a recipe for it. And we'll just vibe and have fun. And for those that don't know, N7 day is November 7th.
Launched.
People like to say it's 117 day, but I disagree just because November starts with N. It's the 7th of November, hence N7 day. 117 day for me is January 17th. 1, then 17. Easy as that. For anyone that's getting bored already, well, this is basically 80% of the game. This is just the majority of what you do in Mass Effect 2. You scan for resources, you upgrade, you hang out with Mordin, who's the very model of a scientist Salarian who studies species Turian, Asari, and Batarian. Yes, I remembered it.
Launching probe.
I need to remember not to sing along next time so y'all can hear it. But I just love singing with Mordin. They all are aliphatic, so you will not see your brain. The lone human
launching probe.
With flutters Pauline from protein VR4. The 2 hydroxyl groups you'll find serene and brainy.
Probe away.
Ow. I might have forgotten that one. I love is how Mordin just sings Amazing Grace, and that's one of my favorite hymnals to sing. It's beautiful. In prophase you see chroma tints condensed to chromosomes. The metaphase or centromeres aligned to make new homes. Anaphase to separate, then telophase arrives. Then when cytokinesis comes to cells in separate lives.
Launching probe.
Mordin is a legend. Had to be him. Someone else might have gotten it wrong.
Probe launched.
And for those that may not know this, I recommend you stick around or join the Discord server just because when we finish Mass Effect 2 and when we finish Mass Effect 3, we sit down and instead of stream, we have a movie night in the Discord server and we watch Mass Effect Paragon Lost, the animated film featuring James Vega and his story of when while he was on Fel Prime, when he was stationed there with his squad. I'll drop this. Go join that. Come join the community. We're nice and cozy.
Launching
some more people to play with. Yeah, Gol Nate are playing Helldivers with my father right now too. While Gol, Nate, and Mav, all three of my moderators, are playing Space Marine 2 together. Not my thing, but either of them, but I'm happy to just watch them have a boatload of fun.
Launching probe. Probe away.
I will say though, I don't think I'll end Vault Hunter Monday at Borderlands 3. What I'll probably do is get the pre-sequel, as much as I don't want to, get Tiny Tina's Wonderland, and get the new Tales of the Borderlands to play through until there's no other Borderlands left to play.
Probe launched.
Or we manage to finish just in time for Borderlands 4 to come out. Borderlands 4, I believe, is supposed to come out next year. I'm gonna be super mad though if they kill off my boy Zero. Zero is my favorite character. Well, Maya was my first ever character to play Borderlands 2. I really started out with Zero, and I started out as, and then I went as Krieg.
Probe away.
Oh, Zero is awesome, hilarious.
Probe away.
And I love how they just basically accepted his bro energy in Borderlands 3. It's funny.
Probe away.
Do y'all want to do Kasumi's loyalty mission next?
Probe launched. Probe away.
I guess I could recruit Jack next, but for Kasumi, she is one of 3 loyalty missions where it's just you
Probe away.
and them. Pretty much.
Launching probe. Probe launched.
I remember loyalty mission just being annoying closer to the end.
Launching probe.
I want to do
Launching
my best
probe.
to level up sooner, so that way I can. But then again, I won't really get my health upgrades, I think, until I'm able to get
Probe
more
away.
and start researching those, and you need a lot of Ezo for that.
Probe away.
I am excited to see what they do for the new
Probe
Mass
away.
Effect game. But please, please continue where we left off at Andromeda, please. I want to know more about the Ket invasion. I want an Ephra Torshav romance.
Launching probe.
But if they kill him in the next game, I'm gonna sue BioWare for it.
Probe away. Launching probe.
Honestly, like, there weren't any major deaths, I gotta say. The only exception is he being Sloan if
Launching
you
probe.
choose to kill her. Or Aksul if you choose to kill him. There's only like a couple serious decisions you have to make. But they'll be kind of meaningless if we can't, like, explore them. think I'm delaying it enough. Let's just go back and do Alcaria. To the Amada site. Alcara.
I have detected an anomaly. Launching probe. Probe launched. Something on our sensors. Launching probe. Launching probe. Launching probe. Probe away. Launching probe.
There we go. Don't you hate it where you feel a sneeze come on and then it's just gone?
Probe away. Launching probe. Probe away. Probe away. Probe away. Launching probe.
Alrighty. Let's land. Can you believe it, y'all? To think that we were just in here and then boom. Draven Rosman. Robert Falawa. Abhishek Pakti. I think I'm gonna talk here. It feels disrespectful too. Helen M. Lowe. Used how she looked in the original first game. Alexei Dubyansky. Alexei, I believe, is a boy's name. Monica Negulescu. Hector Emerson. Bordel La Flamme. German Barbera. Marcus Greco. The Mako. Garrus was always working on it, wasn't he? Silas Crosby. Harvey J. Gladstone. Presley. Addison Chase. Rest in peace, Presley. I believe Presley is also a girl's name, too. Would you look at that? Earled helmet. It's bittersweet. SOS. Jameen Bakari. It's very somber, very solemn. Carlton Tux. Indira Raman. Amina Wabri. Talitha Draven. I'm missing one more now. Caroline Granado. Let's go back. I feel like I need to floss. What if I got some beef stack? Yes. Ah, sure, we'll give you screen time. I just realized it's not even 8 o'clock yet. It feels like a lot of time has passed. And at the same time it hasn't. Funny how that works. I'm probably gonna initiate a quick break time after this, just to shutter this.
We've been spotted.
Concussive shot ready.
There we go. Take one last.
Concussive shot ready.
What is you, Miranda? Like, what the heck?
Gotcha.
just hijacking for credits.
This should slow him down.
I forget how equally bad I am at Mass Effect 2 as well. I mean, it's so easy to have your shield shredded. Even on the lowest difficulty, but I play it purposefully on the lowest difficulty. Just because we're all vibing here. I'm more interested with the lore and the story here. He did.
This computer contains the encrypted intelligence extracted from the captured Cerberus agent. The information could adversely affect Cerberus if it were ever circulated publicly. Data uploaded to Alliance Command.
We may not like the Alliance as much, but we despise Cerberus more. So I'm just going to do a quick save right here, and we'll initiate a quick break time, and when we get back, we're going to continue on. So with that, let's break.
Blinded by your
me. Like, I am, like, this is the bane of my existence. Like, there is a huge benefit to making your own pajamas in that they're already good quality. You know, they're already what you like, you know? But you can't really add tags to them, and oh, that's lovely. There's a hole in here, and I'm gonna, and guess who's gonna have to sew it up? Me. Ugh. Oh well. I guess you can't win every battle, can you? Dang it, man. You know what? That's perfectly fine. I'll take whatever victory I can get. You know what? I got water. I was able to get whatever was bugging me out. Of course, Ev wants people to play right now in the clan. But you scan, and not just for resources, but you find anomalies like that. So that way you're able to find more resources. You get more credits, you gain more XP. Yeah, we don't do Project Overlord right now. Like, I prefer to have Tally for that, especially since we're dealing with Geth. Dang, I should have done more scanning this week, but you know what, this is still gameplay. I will say though, what a year this has been, 2024. It's been like a big old roller coaster.
Probe launched.
But my whole time in Utah has been a massive roller coaster in the span of 4.5, almost 5 years. And I wonder what adventures will await for me once I move out of Utah. I'll still stream. That's not gonna change.
Probe launched.
But what's likely going to happen is once we move, Nate and I are going to get married. And that'll probably, and I might not stream as much, but if anything, Nate will just want to keep playing anyways. But I may not stream as long.
Probe away.
But then again, you know what? Life happens too.
Launching probe.
We managed to dodge snow last night, but within like the next week or two, maybe 3, if I'm lucky, snow is going to be happening soon. There is no doubt about it. It is warming up a bit, but it is very close to when we're actually going to get our first official snow.
Probe launched.
And I would prefer not to be in Utah when that happens.
Probe launched.
The hard part though, this drive is going to be getting out of Utah.
Probe away.
As lovely as Utah is, if you really hate flying, then it has a way of caging you in and making you feeling absolutely isolated.
Launching probe.
It's very difficult to get in and out of the state, but it's probably easier than I think it is, especially since Interstate 80 is a key interstate for commerce, for interstate commerce to happen.
Probe away.
Especially since I'll be returning to California to get a couple things before I set out. But before I do anything, I just need a job first, and that's why I've been spending my entire week just working on my resume, working on my portfolio, applying to jobs.
Launching
My
probe.
mother was telling me she was even frustrated for me about how difficult it is to get a job, but
Probe away.
for those that are also struggling to find a job, like, I just want you to know you're doing the best you can, and that's all you can do. Nothing about it is your fault. Nothing. They'll want to tell you it is, but in actuality it's not. Especially since companies nowadays, they get tax breaks for having a now hiring sign up and have active job postings and say that they're hiring when they're not.
Probe launched. Probe away.
But maybe that's why people turn to content creation like this.
Probe launched.
They hope they get monetized and they can start making money like this. Because they struggle to find work. No matter how good of a resume they may have, how much of a good rapport they have. But I think that's why people also start their own businesses too, because they're like, if you're not gonna give me a job, I'll just make my own job.
Probe away.
I got nothing left to lose.
Launching probe.
And there's a famous saying
Probe
now,
away.
like where they're saying, poor people pay interest, rich people make interest, or smart people make interest. But it's like, dog, everybody's paying interest
Launching
in
probe.
this day and age. And people want to blame capitalism, but
Probe launched.
it's not that, it's the people. For the love of money is the root of all kinds of people. Not money,
Launching
it's
probe.
the love of money. It's amazing what gets taken out of context these days.
Launching probe.
But soon enough, I'm gonna be finishing setting up a Twitch channel for the clan. We almost have all the graphics we need. What I need to do is write up an announcement
Probe
for
away.
people to fill out the form on who wants to stream. Because this is gonna be a pretty big PR move for recruitment for us.
Probe launched.
Because we're gonna be delegating people the keys to the stream,
Probe launched.
but they're gonna be the very face of the clan. So that means we have to have pretty strict rules on how this goes. And if our Twitch channel actually makes money, then the clan's gonna expand in other ways too. And I know our Emperor wanted to be like an esports
away.
org, so to speak, while we're just Halo geared.
Probe away.
It's just, and the weird thing I'm learning with YouTube marketing is, or at least when you're figuring out the YouTube algorithm, is they reward you
Probe launched.
for making actually enjoyable content and not gaming the system. But when you think about it, you're forced to game the system just because content that has a lot of views always get top on the page.
Anomaly detected.
So when you think about it, YouTube is just very much
Launching probe.
how do I want to put this?
I have found something.
YouTube is trying to be do as I say, not as I do
Probe
type thing.
launched.
When the actuality is getting the views and the subscribers.
Probe away.
It's what gets you money, even though they take a whole
Probe launched.
huge percentage. We'll probably open it up so that way we could try to stream to YouTube as well.
Launching
But
probe.
with how OBS is set up, I believe you can only do it
Probe
to one or
launched.
the other. It'd be cool if we could do both, but we would have to use Streamlabs OBS for that, and I don't think anybody else has Streamlabs OBS.
Probe away.
I might switch to that one day. Who knows?
Probe away.
But my job as the Lady of Media is to just do a lot of stuff for the clan. I work on the social media, I work on the PR, I work on some of the marketing and the graphics. It's good work. I just love when I applied. I'm like, you know, if you need any help, just let me know. Like, okay, we'll consider it. Then After Effects reached out to me, like, just do like a pseudo interview. I'm like, oh gosh, I gotta reach back on those old. Oh, I'm out of probes. I was. Let me go back and restock while I go look for these old DMs of Afro. Oh, I almost.
Fuel reserves at 50%.
Day. Where is our DMs? That's you. You know what? There's an easier way to do this. Okay, yeah, no, he's offline. He's freaking Florida. Alright, I want to do like a news channel type thing. Okay, I found it. So they're like, is now a good time to talk, or should we wait till later to like a voice chat type interview? And they're like, blah 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 blah. Do you run your Discord? I'm like, yeah, I do. Like, gosh, what did I say exactly? Like, I'm multitasking here, and I shouldn't be. It is a very bad habit. Please do not multitask. Whatever you do, do not multitask. It is unhealthy. Nothing gets done. You're only gonna stress yourself out even more. I don't even know where I left off at here. Because I left off on a pretty big spike. I said I run my own Discord server, which is the blanket for here. I moderate for Crimson Gaming Club, which is one of the largest clubs on University of Utah campus. Blah blah blah. I'm in charge of. No, I forget this. I'm going on. I'm in charge of all the competitive, of the non-varsity competitive teams. Blah blah blah. We put together bi-weekly events. And like we use Adobe Suite for our graphics, and then I love how immediately Atho was saying, "Wait, you know how to use Adobe Suite? How has no one asked you about this?" I'm like, nobody asked. He's like, good point. I still love that where he's like, how come nobody asked you? I'm like, nobody asked me. And I mean, thanks to the fact that Chuck Gersh, one of the two founders of Adobe, is an alumnus from the University of Utah, we get it for free.
Mission objectives located.
Like so far, I've set up the
Geth dropship detected.
I've set up the Twitch. I've set up the YouTube. I need to set up like a Twitter or something. I'll tell more of the story, I think, after, just because I want to stay focused on this. Ooh, that could have ended badly.
Warning, Geth forces detected. Extraction complete.
Nice.
Acquired.
Honestly, that doesn't feel like I do a lot for Crimson Gaming. But I think part of me is like, as much as I enjoyed going to events and stuff, I never felt like I truly connected with anyone. Sometimes you have to jackrabbit it.
Acquired.
I almost forgot. I forget sometimes I can be overkill if I don't know where I'm going. Gosh, stop!
Extraction complete.
It's like, stop! Stop moving around, like, why is that a thing?
Acquired.
Una más. One more. Soon enough I'll learn how to speak in Swedish. I am making headway on my Swedish lessons.
Warning, Geth
I've now
forces
gone
detected.
30 consecutive days, so I think I'm officially like back on the Swedish grind. Oh, that's a prime. Oh, I feel like I'm about to sneeze. Oh no. Oh, excuse me. Sorry. Ah. Oh my god. Yeah, and then I sent over the short I made blasting Cydonia for being scumbags. I remember it just went around for a while, but now we're apparently making ice with Cydonia, so I just promised that I promised after that I would be around them. Yo, it's the Grim Man himself. What up, Grim? Grim. Happy Friday. How you enjoying your weekend, dog? The rap pretty good, but also meh. You alright, dog? Were you able to access the whatchamacallit, the zip that I dropped in Dropbox? I hope it didn't break your computer just because I know it is massive. There's so much to it, and I still haven't gone through all the footage yet, and there was a lot of bad footage from day one. Oh, how'd it go? Gotta let me know when they go live with it. I want to listen to it. Yo, were you able to get bound in, or just like Shonda Ross and stuff?
Probe launched.
Wait, why couldn't you go to a haunted house? Oh, did Helen give you... I was about to say, did Helen give you grief for wearing an Optic jersey interchangeably with an SSG jersey for Grand Finals Day?
Probe launched. Launching probe.
Where is there even a haunted house unless they're doing something on campus? Nice. That's funny. All SSG. Nightmare on the 15th. Oh, that escape rooms thing. Yeah, I will never do that, but I'm sorry that you weren't able to go. You made sure to... Wait, what was conflicting with you going to Nightmare 13th? Was it the Geek Wave podcast happening at that time?
Probe away.
Because our football game is not until tomorrow against Texas Christian. Yeah, that is a big rip. Nate and Tiger are in the Discord server right now. They're playing Battlefield.
Probe launched.
Otherwise, Nate would just hang out here. But that modified by got pushed back to 6. Dog, man, that sucks. Yeah, stuff like that happens. I was telling Nate, part of me wants to bring out all the Christmas stuff I have, despite the fact it's packed away in case I do move.
Probe launched.
At the end of the semester. Just to bring it out, just because it makes me happy.
Probe away.
Homework's next week. Yeah, we all, I guess, have homework to do. I saw that Coursera released a content creation certification course and a graphic design certification course. I'm probably gonna do those once my job ends in 2 weeks.
Probe launched.
I can't wait to hear this certified hood classic of Geek Wave. It's gotta be a banger. But, like, the thing is, Grim, it's like 3 to 4 bins of stuff that's heirlooms, and stuff I've made and gotten. And I also have a big tree. So what I'm tempted to do is I might just go to At Home, buy a smaller tree or something, and just some decorations, and just maybe make another tree skirt for it. Just to have it out, and it'll be easier to put away. Because I have no clue what's going to happen in December. I'm applying for jobs like crazy. And I at least want to know. But I'm tempted to, I'm half tempted to just go out there anyways and just make it work. My parents would kill me for that. But I would probably be better off mentally. So I can't actually have a real tree because it flares up my allergies like nobody's business. The last time we had a real tree, I was like 10 or 11 at the time. My dad and I were sneezing the entirety of December. because he got a real tree and we were miserable by the time Christmas came around, so we eventually just cracked and got a fake tree. But I don't mind having an additional small tree. I told Nate, like, I at least wanted to have a tree for our future kids to just decorate on the end.
Probe away.
But I want to get like a house that where you could just have one of those massive trees, like, you know, where you just go to those cabins, and dang, I ran out of probes. Go to those cabins and you see these like massive 12-foot trees that are just covered top to bottom in ornaments and stuff. Like, yeah, I want one of those super badly. But when you think about it, dang, that would be a massive tree skirt, because you have to think about the circumference of the base. That's gonna make me go bankrupt alone for trying to make a tree skirt like that, but it'd be worth it. It'd be fun. But can you believe it, dog? This is both of our final full semesters. How does it feel now that you're also getting close to the end?
Launching probe.
Yeah. I know we're not going to be stupid, though. We're probably going to make sure we get the house kind first before we even get that kind of tree, or we're just going to use the 7-foot one I have. It is bittersweet. It's gonna feel different though for me, because I've graduated from college before, but it was for a 4-year degree, but at the same time, this is gonna be it. Like, no more pencils, no more books, no more teachers' dirty looks, no more spending hundreds of thousands on textbooks.
Launching probe.
You're gonna actually have a 9 to 5 and get paid, or at least just be doing something to get paid for it. It's gonna be awesome. I love that I love most of the freedom and the things that my job provides. Have you begun applying for jobs anywhere, or not yet? I know some people are able to work out contracts before they're able to move to like full-time or part-time.
Probe away.
Living on campus means you're able to have a social life, but for me personally, like, I'm just really bad at being social, or I just outgrew the type of social life that college campuses give. You know, give it a break. I salute you, my good brother, on the job search. It is going to be long, it's going to be difficult, it's going to be arduous, and it's going to be like bashing your head against a brick wall and then just doming yourself with another brick.
Probe away.
Appreciate it. I've been mostly just asking Mom for people I can connect with. Greenwall. Did you actually hear the rumors that like Optic is actually going to be dropping Trippy, Lucid, and Dead Zone? So if Dead Zone leaves Optic, I will no longer be an Optic fan. You gotta support the homies.
Launching probe.
But if Cycle is fading and he's actually gonna join Optic, then yeah, I'll go back to supporting Optic, because Cycle is one of Zach's homies. %. Nice. I'm still waiting for finding out what esports org's gonna pick up Sparty, but I mean, Sentinels is already gonna be pulling the plug for Halo. They haven't been like top 4 in such a long time, not since they dropped Sparty. I mean, Dead Zone is one of Zach's childhood homies, so. Alrighty, what's your theory?
Probe away. Probe launched.
Launching probe.
You think Cloud9's gonna pick up Sparty? I hope so. Like, they were actually on a roll in Salt Lake City, I remember. They were on a roll. Even though they kind of fell short, if I remember right, at Worlds. But Sparty would help get them back up there. Like, back to where they were in 22, was it? Like, like, I remember watching the 2 grand finals of Cloud9 and Optic. But, like, FaZe is just falling apart. Sparty is the dad of Halo, pretty much. Yeah, because F. Ryan Noob. I mean, Sentinels dropped him at a crucial time in his life. And Sentinels is already gonna be pulling the plug because they're losing a lot of money. SSG's roster mania is not really gonna change. But I thought the Dream Squad on Optic would have been like what I told you earlier. Dead Zone, Formal, Renegade, and Sparty, because a friend, well, Darkseid, because I think I told you Darkseid's theory was if FaZe lost, then Renegade would leave and want to join Optic. Oh yeah, because Native lost Gilkey, or they either lost or dropped Gilkey and Tapping Buttons. But how do you think it would go with Sparty and APG, or was APG dropped? Like, that would be pretty sick, wouldn't it? Just seeing Formal and Renegade just teaming together. Like, I wonder if that would put Optic back on the top.
Launching probe.
Because I think it was you that said it, that Formal is a literal human UAV.
Probe launched.
I'll have to ask Nate if Sparty and APG teamed up, or Sparty and any of them, because Nate knows more about the H5 comp scene and the teams than I do.
Probe away. Launching probe.
That would be sick. Renegade, Frosty, Formal, and Dead Zone. Like, that would
probe launched.
Be a force to be reckoned with. Kind of sad we couldn't get to see anyone else in FaZe. Because remember how we met or how we were able to get you to meet Frosty last year?
Launching probe.
Dude, it looked like you had just. Dude, it looks like you had just wandered into the Chinatown market and someone offered you chicken feet.
Probe launched.
Oh yeah, you were. I think both you and Nate talked about restoring that FaZe dynasty.
Probe launched.
But then again, that leaves Ubu Dubu or Ubu Udu, because he likes to call Nate Staggin, Falcated, and Precision.
Probe away.
Yeah, and then I managed to get Frosty to sign that FaZe cap for Darkseid. You pretty much met your childhood hero there at the Global Invitational last year. To put it mildly. Didn't Zach say he caught Royal One outside shouting after they were knocked out of the Global Invitational in 2023?
Launching probe.
Nate and I have been saying F Sentinels just because of how they treated Sparty. They dominate everywhere else. It seems like they're just lacking Halo.
Probe away. Probe away.
I'm sure he is. Sparty was super chill when we met him in 23.
Launching probe.
But when you think, but Sparty had a stroke.
Probe away.
And he was just going through a big time.
Launching probe.
And then he was martyred by a 343 employee, set up to fail, and then he lost his brother.
Launching probe.
Like, all the cards were stacked against him this year, and he didn't deserve it.
Launching probe.
I don't blame Complexity for what happened. They did everything they could, but at the end of the day, they just had their hands tied. HCS stuff is about as corrupt as Activision and its Warzone staff.
Probe launched. Probe launched.
I mean, it doesn't take a genius to put two and two together. If it does, well, that makes me very concerned.
Probe away.
And I'm out of probes. Oh, I've been keeping up with some of the Call of Duty news. And it just seems like they're catering more towards their Warzone players and the streamers that are whitelisted on cheating than they are with their CDL pros. Like, the Warzone quote-unquote pros were getting tossed like ragdolls by the pros. And one of the pros, I believe it was someone on Optic, that got their account banned for it. And when Hex rose a fuss about it, they immediately reinstated him. What was the news on Dashi? No, not Shotzi, it was someone else. I think. Not Scump. I'll need to look it up again. I'll need to look up the story. I remember it was on Call of Shame. Or I think Call of Duty DJ may have talked about it a bit.
Probe away.
I believe it when you say it's a long story. Unfortunately, Grim, what you're seeing here is 80% of Mass Effect 2. It's just scanning, and if you don't do it, then yeah, you're pretty much screwed. Oof, I feel that. Got benched twice and dropped once. Well, it's what happens when I guess you peak only to now this year he finally got his ring and also won a major. Bro completed his arc. That's awesome that he completed his arc. $7 years, dang. Yeah, that is what I call hard-earned. I just hope he doesn't let it get to his head. If he's as immature as you say he is.
Probe launched.
Yeah, feel free to send it my way in the DMs.
Probe away.
Probe launched.
That's good that he took the time to mature.
Probe launched.
Optic is a Call of Duty classic. Did you hear that they're basically shutting down the servers for Modern Warfare 3 and Warzone ranked
Launching probe.
so that way they can launch the Black Ops 6 ranked? People are cheering that this
Launching probe.
basically means they're cutting off all the cheaters in ranked. I think to myself
Probe
that
launched.
doesn't stop people from cheating in casual. But I also think about those times I hop into a casual
Probe
game
launched.
of Halo. And yeah, that happens. Except for Black Ops 6 though.
Launching probe.
I'm thinking exactly, people always find a way. I'm excited. I'm probably gonna wait a little bit for the game. But I know I'll probably get the game first for the campaign. Nate says the campaign is taking place in the Gulf War.
Launching probe. Probe away.
And I mean, and then at Division, or at least a cheat developer, someone came out saying that there was an exploit packers people are using to just remotely ban accounts of people they didn't like, and it actually does ban them. So it's amazing what great lengths people will do when they get mad.
Launching probe. Probe launched.
Dad has to say, like, well, there's a limit to how to intelligence.
Probe launched.
There's no limit to how stupid someone can be.
Probe
People with the brain on the shorter side will have no limits on the amount of asinine things they can do.
Probe away.
But maybe there is a use for them, and that use is called Fail Army. But doesn't that mean they're a part of a multi-million person
Probe
endeavor
away.
of a freak show or a sideshow? Alrighty, go get your son something to eat.
Probe
It is.
launched.
Dang, it's 8:30 and you're hungry, boy? I don't blame you. There's like the shift in temperature and everything out here. That means we're probably going to be eating more and our metabolism's going to be up. Gotta go get a hot pot again soon. Haven't eaten since noon. Dang, what classes did you have today?
Anomaly detected. Probe away.
Yeah, once my schedule just gets chopped up because
launched.
of my job ending, I'm
Scan
probably
for
spending a
found
lot of
something.
time catching up on some separate online courses I'm taking, just practicing a lot of my video editing skills and my design skills. Because I don't know about you, but I have to come across as someone with like 10 years worth of experience or fresh out of college, because getting a job is absolutely ridiculous.
Primary systems online. Adverse geothermal activity has rendered pathfinding function inoperable. Please use manual controls to locate research base.
Just grinding homework, that's all. Oh. I get that. All I did today was just work. Then we walked over to Michael's and Target because my coworker needed some things and I forgot to get a coffee creamer. I was wanting to get the executive assistant for a bit. So I need some hand cream just because it's being dry around here. The executive assistant takes such good care of us. She works really hard to ensure that we have everything we need, all the sustenance we need. I remember I gave her a thank you card and now she always sneaks me extra cookies.
Mineral resources detected.
Yeah, Decatur goes to Good Hope Bakery, which is cracked out cookies pretty much. Cracked out gluten-free cookies. Oops. Ooh, well, that's scary. And s'mores is the best one. It's just a literal chocolate chip cookie with marshmallow bits in there. They're nice and gooey and melty. It's so yummy. There's a thing right there. Byron in himself to Ultra Cajun Bear, Ultra Ice Bear, a little into
Extraction complete. Acquired. Research base entrance ahead. Extraction complete.
Hi Nate, hi love. Are you still playing with Tiger? And I guess is Vol jumped in with you, hun? I'm glad you love the title, Pumpkin.
I was right. This site was a roadmap leading to the main Prothean ruins. Dr. Aloy and I agree that this must remain a secret at all costs. I will not allow another Eden Prime to occur. The Geth, the Reapers, all of them, they must be stopped.
I miss you, hun. Turns out I should have done more scanning during the week. I felt bad I had to do scanning while on stream.
Activation of research-based power grid has triggered additional volcanic instability. Recommend immediate departure.
We have to go, now!
Extraction complete.
Yeah. Maybe tomorrow what I'll do is I'll spend more time scanning everything so that way we'll have all the anomalies found and stuff. That way.
Probe launched. Probe
we can
away.
go by faster next time.
Probe launched.
And of course I run out of probes. I guess I could take a break from this and go recruit Jack.
We have used half our fuel.
I can't even decide what I want to do. I guess we can go do Kasumi Broken mission. I never know with these things, mostly because of my Paragon Renegade. You know what, let's do this later. Let's go get Jack. And then we're gonna go get here. I keep wondering if I should reduce stream time to 3 hours for a little
Fuel
bit.
reserves at 50%.
Y'all would probably kill me though for that. Because it's always been 4 hours, but the only reason I made it 4 hours or longer hours, but because there's a lot to this game. And Mass Effect Andromeda is the biggest one out of all of them. What? And I'm being dragged over for cuddle because somebody wants to cuddle. So I'll keep going for the next 15 minutes. And then I'm gonna go spend some time with the hens. The hen buns. And I'll probably put out an update saying I'm gonna update the stream. Times that way we do 3 hours for a little bit. There's just a lot on my mind right now. A lot of stuff I want to do. I have a lot of cool projects I need and want to finish. I have a lot of sewing projects I need and want to finish. Of course I have homework too.
Probe away.
There's some other courses and there's some projects for my YouTube channel.
Probe away.
I'm working on a Minecraft clip also for
Probe
Nate's
away.
nephews. 8 and under, all 4 of them.
Probe away.
They love Minecraft. So I'm wondering if I'm in over my head. Now that I have a camera, I could technically do quilt streams if I want to, or sew streams, but I'm just not visualizing in my head how I'm able to string the cords safely. Unless I find I need to do it, like, wirelessly. But I know it would be in everyone's best interest if I did it wired and not wirelessly.
Probe away. Probe away.
Now? But he's saying that all I'm doing is scanning and nobody wants to watch that. And he reminded me that I am still recovering and that he wants me to rest. So I feel bad cutting the stream short again, but when you think about it, there was a lot that I was intending on doing behind the scenes of during the week, but I just didn't. So that'll be on me to make sure that I scan everything while I can, find all the anomalies, so that way for next week when we do Mass Effect Friday, we actually just do boom boom boom, we do stuff. So what's likely gonna happen is I will catch you guys next week, but thank you guys so much for tuning into tonight's Mass Effect Friday stream. If you enjoyed the stream, don't hesitate to click on that purple heart to leave a follow. And also consider becoming a beau. Join the Subbo squad and subscribe. Let's see. I will be live on Monday for Vault Hunter Monday. We're going to continue where we left off at for Borderlands 3 as we are still on Eden 6. But if you want to be notified as to when I go live with Vault Hunter Monday, Borderlands 3 for your local time, but for me it will be 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. I recommend you follow the Twitter. And if you want more content from me, and if you want to see all the projects I put together, I recommend you subscribe to the YouTube channel. Largely, I do my best to post clips with all the highlights that we make here. Those get posted as shorts there. If you're enjoying the good vibes here, you want to keep engaged with the community. If you'd like to find some people to play with, whether it's Call of Duty, Halo, Borderlands, I believe Nate and 2 others in the fort are playing Battlefield right now. And if you'd like to join them on some Battlefield night, I recommend you join the Ultimate Blanket Fort, join the Discord community, We're nice and cozy in here. It's a great way to meet new people, be kept up to date on any Discord events, and any updates to the stream schedule. But with that in mind, thank you guys so much for tuning in to tonight's shorter stream. I'm probably going to get ready for bed just because I don't want to get any sicker. I'm exhausted still. But with that in mind, I will see y'all on Monday. And I will promise you for next Friday, it'll be an even better Mass Effect 2 stream. But other than that,